Hello, everybody, and welcome to another chapter in the long legacy of the Big Ten Conference. It's a championship game in the new expanded Big Ten, and there are high stakes here, not just a conference championship, but potentially positioning themselves for a run at the national championship with an automatic bid. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here. As we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. First down here for this offense. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. Just trucks the man. Sophomore brought down after a nice run.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job on his offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week always telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
There's the handoff. That's a strong stiff arm. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Crucial third down play right here. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a first down.
Boy, the defense misses out on an opportunity to get off of the field. They got the offense to third down, and they just weren't able to prevent them from converting.
We'll give it to the running back. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. Dropping back, it's Sanders. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Chris, as this game evolves every year with college football, we see more and more versions of some kind of spread offense. It puts so much pressure on this linebacker position because they're asked to do so much. This linebacker is able to sit back in zone, be comfortable in space, make the right read, and be able to be in place to knock the ball away.
Takes the handoff here, looking to throw it. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, that one's picked off. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Oh, just a tough way to start this game for this offense. Throwing an interception on their very first drive. Now, see how their own defense will do, but they cannot panic, make a couple adjustments, and get ready next time they get the ball.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Handoff running right. Fights through the tackler. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Here's the throw deep downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Turn starts inside the 15. Oh, the ball comes loose. Oh, and it's recovered by the kicking team. A special teams turnover. Ouch.
Another example of taking care of the football and how big of a deal this is. Usually it's running backs in practice that are working overtime on ball security. After this, next week, this returner might be in those drills too. Can't be trusted to return it when you can't hold on to the football.
Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Looks like he's going to run it. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Football comes out.
Wow, that is big-time awareness by his teammate to get on top of that football. As a result, they catch a break and are able to retain possession.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. The pass rush closing in.
I don't mind the play call, Chris, to throw the football, but you got to realize you got to get it out of your hands quickly. It's third down and short. Great chance to be able to convert. Instead, it's a sack, and now you're facing fourth down.
The Tigers will come to the line on fourth down, looking to keep the drive going. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Pressure is coming. And it's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on fourth down.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get to...
Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Well, they're going to go with a play fake here. The only problem is no one on the defense bit at all on the play action. The results are a big sack for this defense.
Airing this one out toward the sideline. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Colorado.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Point after, up and good. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Let's see what their mindset is this time. They got into field goal range, but got stopped on fourth down last time. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. A huge gain moves the ball to the +22. Great scoring position there.
Man, another big-time catch by a Clemson wide receiver. How long have you and I been saying that, seems like, over the years? Going back to Sammy Watkins and DeAndre Hopkins and Mike Williams and Hunter Renfrow and T. Higgins, all those guys on the NFL having great careers, and now watching these players today in that same Clemson uniform making those big plays.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Dropping back. It's Klubnik. Tries to get it to the running back. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break, but that ball's not intercepted.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Makes the grab on the move. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. He just goes up and over the pile for that touchdown.
Man, that's some serious vertical by this running back. A well-earned touchdown on the goal line.
No problem. PAT right down now. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Checks this down to the running back. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Looking to throw. It's Sanders. Snags a quick throw. Brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a 1st down.
They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. Empty set now, 5 wide. Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. It's a quick grab. And he's tackled just short of that 1st down marker. Good job by the defense. Pulled down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. They make the tackle, but he easily gets 1st down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the 1st down.
And they're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
And the broken tackle there produces a solid game.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Offense sets up for play number 8 on this drive. On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Looking to pass this time. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
The 11th play of this marathon drive, but it's 3rd and long now. Tight end goes in motion. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking for the wideout. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
4th down and very long, but the offense still on the field. They're going to go. Play action fake. Looking to throw. The pass is intercepted. Did he take it all the way? They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway at the 26-yard line is huge.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Back in motion now. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's complete downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down. Gain moves the ball right near midfield. It'll be 1st down. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a 1st down. Back to throw. It's Klubnik. Bringing pressure. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. The offense recovers the fumble.
Well, the offense catches a break here. Lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. That sack sets up a 2nd down and long. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Quick throw to his receiver. It's caught downfield. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. Oh, and he can't quite hold on. Chance for the big fella to come up with a takeaway there. Sets up a 2nd down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, and hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their 1st of the half.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Looking to the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers. They're setting out to try the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. They'll test the right side here. Breaking free at the 35. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Buffaloes will kick it off to begin the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Trying to build in a positive first half for this offense. Let's see if they can stretch the lead. There's some urgency on the part of the defense to stop the bleeding here. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. Well, this offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
Now, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on. Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Soffer with a strong tackle there.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
He's running out of time here. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important, but sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
I talk a lot about defensive ends arguably being some of the best athletes on the field. Here's an example of a guy that's just too quick off the edge for the offensive line to be able to contain. He got in there in a heartbeat and came up with that sack.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. And he's swarmed by the pass rush. A sack to end this drive.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what,
he's picked for a third time tonight. He's got some room and some blockers here. Now the 40. Inside the 20. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Clemson. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6.
Chris, that second-tier defender or linebacker sometimes can get lost in coverage. I don't know if the quarterback saw him. The quarterback threw it right to him, comes up with the interception, and then he has the speed to take it all the way to the house.
They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. And they recover, looking to throw it deep. Catch made down inside the 25. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. And the Buffaloes are going to cash in this red zone trip. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Fires it to the wideout. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs. Kicking team out for the PAT try. The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. Now they get set to kick it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Powerful Clemson offense is back out there. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and ended up costing them 6 points when they bounce back here. First down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. So one play moves the ball to the 41, another first down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They stop him, but it's a first down. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. Hudson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Sticking with the running game. Fights off a defender. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up and back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
To the air, it's Klubnik. Catch made on the right side. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
Man, this wide receiver has been a difference maker in this football game. He's got 2 touchdowns already. Now they look to him again, and he picks up the first down.
And the Tigers will line up now. It's 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. Second and goal for the offense. Looking to score, they'll run it to the left side. And he's brought down there. Now, a crucial 3rd down and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Tigers. Still no answer for this offense.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Scanning the field. It's Sanders. Defense is coming after him. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Chris, there's another sack by a Clemson defender. And, you know, so often in football we get so caught up in the quarterbacks and the spread looks and the big explosive plays on offense. But you think about where Clemson's been for the last 10 or 12 years, I think their defense deserves as much credit as guys like...
And here comes a deep shot. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And he's going to launch it deep again. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. And he's got some open field ahead. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Clemson.